Hey, all right, everybody. So it's new car day. Well, I should say it's new smashed up car day. So let's go and have a look what the car looks like. It's getting taken off a trailer now. So let's go and have a peek. Right, okay, there's the car up there, look. I can see it up on the trailer. Let's go and have a look. Should be coming off any minute now. There we go, there's the car there, look. Lovely looking car. Right, okay, here it is on the drive. Now you can see where the damage is. Now, this has been stripped probably by an insurance company. So, there's quite a few bits missing, which is, it's not ideal. But we'll have a little bit of a look. We'll come back to this in a second. Let's have a look at the rest of the car. Now, there is a bit of, something's gone on by here. Not quite sure. It looks like somebody's tried to straighten it out. Something like that anyway, but from that bit onwards, the rest of the car is absolutely fine because it's like almost a new car, isn't it? It is covered in dust. There we go. Could do with a clean. Back of the car there, all tidy. Come on this side here, all tidy. The tyres should be okay because it's only done 2,700 miles, I think it is. We'll come around to this side. This is all tidy. Everything over here, look, it all lines up on this side. So everything's tidy over here and there. So we got the headlight on this side. That seems to be secure. Nothing seems to be broken there. So what have we got missing? Well, we got part of the bumper missing. We got the front grille here missing. There's a top bit that goes on top of the grille as well, called the sight shield. This is broken here, look, that's broken there. That bracket doesn't look bent at all. This crash bar has had I don't know if you can see there, look. There's had a bit of a dinky do. So there's a tiny little crease by there. And then down here, down by there, look there. That's been knocked back ever so slightly. It's quite flimsy, that is. I can pull it out with my hand. So that's no problem at all. Let's get the bonnet open. Let's look inside a minute. Let's look inside. So this is what we're like inside. It's like a brand new car inside. It is like a brand new... It even smells like a brand new car. Oh, and it's got the added option of the sunroof. It's like panoramic sunroof because it does actually open, I think. So let's have a look in the back. By here, like I said again, it is like a brand new car inside. It is. It smells like a brand new car, which is really, really nice. Now, what size of tyres on here? We got 19-inch 235 55 19s. That tyre looks okay. This tyre looks absolutely fine. This tyre must be fine as well. Yeah, that tyre's absolutely fine. Let's have a look on this side here. Like that. Couple of foot marks there where the guy's just been in it. Oh, let's have a look in the boot as well. Where is the... It's got automatic opening boot. So what have we got in here? Let's have a look. Let's put that up there so that's out the way. Right, we have got a granny charging cable. We have got the Type 2 cable. We've got some floor mats. I wonder if the whole... Has it got floor mats in the back as well? I didn't have a look. Let me have a look. Hang about. There's not a mat in there, so... Anyway, we've got the warranty booklets. And we have got a bit of the bumper. What was on there? A bracket. Look, there we go. There was a bracket on there. Don't know quite sure what that bracket was for. Anything under here? Anything under there? No. You think they'd leave some stuff somewhere, wouldn't you? What's this in here then? What's that about? That was just for that, I assume. So that's the boot. Let's close that down. Let's press that boot button there. Lovely. So let me open the... It's on that side over there. Let me go get the bonnet open. Oh, where's the bonnet latch? Down there. Right, okay, so the bonnet is up. That looks all right there. It doesn't look like it's been hit by you at all. It's all over here. I think that's a little bit of a dinky do there. That tiny... Is that... I'm not quite sure if that's been hit or not, if it's just the... Was it hit by the... I'm not quite sure. What's that one look like over there? There's a bit of a crease there, but then there's one on that side as well. So I think that might be all right. There's a little bit of a something there, look, with the headlight mounts. You got one headlight mount there, another one there. Then the headlight mounts up by here, up there like that. That's got to go out a bit. And then down by here. So that doesn't look too bad. Until you get a headlight, you won't know. So we got a plug there, look, right, for something. This is going to be the expensive part, is that it's the camera and radar sensor and one of the parking sensors. The wires here, look, there's the wire. There's the plug for the parking sensor down there, but there's no parking sensor. The rest of the parking sensors are here. We got some more wires here, look. So we got that, and that. So I don't know what it is. I think it's one of them is the radar. I think 2 wires go to the radar, and then the other 2 wires might be, for some reason this car's got 2 radars. It's got one for the parking sensors, then it's got one for the smart cruise control. I think that's what they're for. I haven't got a clue what that one's for. That's just blanked off. There's another plug there, look. Don't know what that one's for. I think that's it. I think I've gone through all the plugs now. So it's got one parking sensor there, one there, and one there. This model comes with 4 parking sensors, not 6. The lower model comes with 6 because it hasn't got the front camera, so it comes with 6. But if you've got the front camera, it comes with 4. So you can see parts are mounting up, but I can't see that much damage. Like I said, until I've ordered a headlight and a DRL and a wheel arch liner. Until I get some parts and line it up, I can't quite see. But I'm trying to look down this thing here, and that looks straight to me. I can't see it not being bent. It looks okay to me. This looks okay by here. This just being kissed on us, because like I said, there's a little kink there, and then that bottom one there is supposed to be that there. It's supposed to be back this way a little bit, but you can see that will come out with me just pulling it by hand. So there we go. Let's have a look inside. Right, so it also came with 2 keys. Very nice. So we've got 2 keys. Let's put that, let's start that up there then. Like that. Let's turn that around there. It's binging and bonging. And we're going to have lots of bings and bongs going on. Headlight system faults, owner's manual. So it's gonna bing and bong, but it'll still drive. He drove it here, absolutely fine. But I don't know, you can see the mileage here, look. 2,738 miles. We've got the double screen here, look. Let's put that in there. We've got the double screen there. Where's the OK button to there? Headlight fault, system fault. That's for the, one of them is that's the thing, crash sensor. That's okay. And there we go. Door's open. Let's close the door like that. Let's see if that goes off, or is that going to stay on the screen like that? Have I got to put my seatbelt on or something? That's what it was telling me. I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's a lovely car. So we got the, like I said, we got the roof by there. We got this by here sliding back and forth. Plenty of room in here. The seat's down a bit now though. Let's see if I can get the seat up a bit higher. The seat's right down low. I don't know why. There we go. Put the seat back a bit. Lovely. So there we go. So that's the car. Now, I've been looking at the wiring a little bit closer. So I think this wire here is for the DRL that comes down here. Then up here, that's for the headlight. So the DRL is the indicators as well. That's that one there. That's the headlight. Down here now, what have we got here? We've got fog light, lower fog light, and this is the parking sensor. Now, I don't know if you can see by there, the brown wire, you can see that needs repair. So I'll do a proper repair on that. I'll have to de-pin this, and I got a crimping tool and re-crimp these wires because that's no good there. That splitting that wire is there. Don't know if how well you can see that if it's focusing, but that wire has just had a little bit of a dinky do there. So I'll repair that wire. I'll check these wires here, but I can't see anything wrong at all there. So I'll just tape them back up. And then if we go across by here, and we have a little peek at these wires here, these wires left dangling. One is for the camera, and one is for the radar sensor. Now, I don't know if this has got two sensors or one sensor. It might be one, so they might be for the camera. They might be for the parking sensor. I'm not quite sure, but that's what I think they are. Down there, if you look down there, look there, right? That's the air deflector thing. I can repair that. I'll heat that up. I'll melt that back together because that's just the end. That's where the wind comes in. The actual main unit is down by there, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it's a bit of work, but yeah, I was just trying to make sense of the wiring, but now I've made sense of the wiring, I can see where it all goes. Now the parking, the radar and the camera go on the back of the grille that comes across here, about by here somewhere, I'd say. So that sort of makes sense, doesn't it? That makes sense by there. So that's the wiring. And I think it did show that this mount by here is broken on this water bottle. I hope I can repair that because I can't find a second-hand one of them, and that's about £100 for the water bottle. £100! And also, see this here, look? The plastic piece is still in there, and it's broken off there. So, I don't think that separates. So I think I'll have to get a new water bottle as well. Is that in this? Okay, yeah, that's in there, okay. A new thing. But then this might be broken at the bottom because there's no water in it, but then the water might have come out of there. I'm not quite sure. So I'll have to check that to see if it holds water first before I even think about repairing that or replacing it. Unless one pops up second-hand on eBay. But the parts are pretty scarce. So there we go. That's that. After further inspection, it's a little bit of work, but it's not too bad. Right, okay, so there you go then. That's a quick look around it and the damage on the car. It's not that bad, but Nissan parts are very, very expensive. So it's going to cost a few quid to get the parts. I'm trying to get second-hand parts. It's quite hard to find because they're quite rare, these cars. But I have found a few parts. Some of the parts I'll have to go to the Nissan dealer too. Now, if you are going to buy an electric car from Copart, I thought I'd put this little tip in for people who don't know about buying electric cars. If you buy an electric car and the airbag has gone off and the car says doesn't run, that usually means that the pyro fuse has gone on an electric car, and the pyro fuse is usually buried in the traction battery. So because I haven't got ramps and I can't take batteries off cars, lower batteries down, because I haven't got a ramp or a unit, I will never touch electric cars that don't run. Now, some electric cars, like Hyundai, the airbags can go off and they will still run and they haven't blown a pyro fuse. So not every electric car does it. I know the Stellantis group cars like Moccas, Corsas, all the other things like that. If the airbags go, it blows a fuse and it won't run, and it's pyro fuse, you've got to take the battery, the big main battery, off the car, lower it down, take the lid off and change the pyro fuse. The fuse itself is not expensive, but the job, if you haven't got a ramp and stuff to take the battery down, is a pain in the bum. So there we go. So that's why I won't touch cars like that. I'll only do usually Cat N. They've had a bit of a bump in the side and no airbags have gone off. Let me just check the seat belts. Yeah, that one's all right there. So the seat belts haven't gone off. The airbags haven't gone off. So everything is tickety-boo. Well, it's not, because stuff is smashed up. Anyway, I'll guess ordering some parts now. They should all turn up maybe in 4 or 5 days, and then we'll come back and we'll have a look at me trying to put some parts on and see if anything's more bent than it is. Anyway, don't forget to give this video a like, comment down below, and share. Do all them lovely things, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ho-hoy!